Hi guys, this is Olga with Ofe Lash Studio. I just wanted to do a quick video about lash shed and lash retention. So if you ever wanted to know why your own lashes or your extensions are falling, this video is for you. So first things first, your lashes, just like any other hair on your body, is going to shed. So you're supposed to lose 3 to 5 lashes per eye per day. If you're noticing that you're losing more than that, here's the first thing that you want to investigate. If the lash is falling out with your lash attached, that means that your lashes are shedding and the extension has no choice but to go with it. This can be happening for several reasons. Some people shed their lashes during their period time. Some people shed during season changes like fall and or spring. A lot of people shed their own lashes when they have allergies, thyroid issues, when they have bad diet, things like alopecia where you lose hair all over, vitamin deficiencies, and things of that sort. So this is the extension that fell out by itself without your own lash attached. So if the lash is fallen off by itself, that means your lashes are totally fine and there is a retention issue. Retention issue is not always the client's fault. The tech can also be equally as responsible, and I'm going to break down both. So if the client is responsible for the retention issue, those are the following reasons. Number one is picking on them. Picking doesn't mean just grabbing a lash and pulling it out. Picking also means rubbing them with your fingers, brushing them all crazy, rubbing your eyes if you have allergies. All of those things, the more contact you have with your extensions, the faster they're going to fall off. People come to the studio sometimes and they're like, oh, I have no idea why my lashes are falling off. And I'm like, stop doing this. Number two is poor aftercare. So if you don't do lash bath, if you don't wash your lashes, the oil will build up on your lash line. I don't care how many times a day you take a shower, you have to wash your lashes separately. It's kind of like saying, oh, I took a shower today so I don't have to brush my teeth. So if you don't wash your lashes, they're going to get oily. The adhesive is going to weaken. They're going to fall off faster. You also don't want to use oil-based products. So anything that's water resistant will require a oil-based remover to take it off. A lot of liners are oil-based, a lot of shadows are oil-based, so just double check, make sure that your products don't contain oil. And a lot of times you'll be able to actually feel it because it's very oily and very slippery to touch and when you put it on. The following are not in an order of importance but worth a mention. So you want to wait 24 hours after you get your extensions done to get them wet. I know a lot of people saying it's a dated rule, but for me, I notice a huge difference if I wash my lashes right after and versus when I don't. They last a lot better. Also, if you have oily skin, if you do a lot of cardio, during the summer, you usually have worse retention because of allergies, heat, sweat, everything getting on your lashes. So if you're normally a 4-week fill person, you might want to come back every 3 weeks, and vice versa. If you're a 3-weeker, you might want to come back at 2. Sleeping crazy, if you're laying down on a right side all the time to go to sleep, usually your right side is going to have a lot less lashes. And also washing your lashes after you are in chlorinated or salt water. The longer all that stuff sits on your lash line, the worse your retention is going to be. Now, your technician can also be equally as responsible for your retention issues. So number one thing, if the tech is rushing, people come in sometimes an hour, 45 minutes late, and you have like 30 minutes to do their lashes. So obviously it's not gonna be the best work. A, because you don't put on as many lashes to begin with, and B, there's a certain amount of time you have to hold the extension on a natural lash, and if a person is rushing, they're not going to have the time to do that. Also, working in improper humidity is a huge no-no. If your humidity is too high, the glue is just going to dry before it even gets to your lashes, so it will stick, but it will not stay. So if you walk into a salon and you just feel sticky, that means their humidity is too high and your retention is probably not going to be the greatest. Another no-no is not using primer, degreaser, not having the clients do the lash bath prior. So if your lashes are oily and dirty, generally nothing is going to stick to them, and if it sticks, it doesn't stay. Also, a lot of people don't realize they're working with expired products. So if you opened your glue longer than 30 days ago, just toss it out, because once the air is in the bottle, your glue is starting to go bad and you only have 30 days to use it. Another big one is technique. In order for lashes to stay on securely, they have to have a good attachment area and they kind of have to be laying on top of one another to stay on. So if a person is rushing or if the person is new, they kind of just drop the extensions wherever they may land. So they don't have a good bonding area and they may stick for a little bit, but given that they don't have a secure attachment, they will not stay. Another reason could be if the client has a fluttery eye. So this is why we tell you guys not to drink caffeine or energy drinks before your appointment, because if your lashes are like this when we're trying to put them on, remember I told you you have to keep the extension on top of your natural lash for a certain period of time without breaking contact, what is very hard to do when this is going on. So please refrain from caffeine and anything that makes your eye jittery prior to your appointment for better retention. And then there's this. Now, I know some of you guys love the snuffleupagus lashes, but I promise you it is not good for your own lashes. There is not one person walking the face of this earth whose natural lashes can support 18 and above millimeter eyelash extensions. On top of that, they go and use 10, 20D fans. Is just too heavy. Your lashes are struggling underneath there to even stay inside your skin, let alone keep this extension on. So please stop doing this to yourself. Like, nobody thinks that this is attractive. It's really bad for your lashes. And in order for them to stay on, the technicians who do sets like this, they literally drench your entire eyeball in glue to where it's just glued to your skin, glued to other lashes. So when it's time for it to come off, the whole thing will come off with your lashes underneath. I routinely take off these sets off people and they're literally bald. Like, there's no lashes underneath there at all. And that whole contraption is glued to their skin. So hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.